Censure and Pullman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipe Man here on the Adventures Pipe Man W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Addie and
Bradley
of Halocene.
Nice, here at Louder Than Life. It's your first time at Louder, isn't it?
It is.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
something else. The weather is it's toasty out there today.
It's a little toasty, but it could be worse.
It
we
really
could have a
could.
tornado.
Well,
Okay.
we're from Nashville, so that is common with us as well.
It happens almost every year here. We're lucky. It hasn't happened yet, but last weekend, if I can find the picture, I'll show you what happened here. Okay, and I'll find that while we're talking. But I've been actually following you guys for a while because you have badass music. I think I found you on TikTok.
Oh, sick.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what's so cool about today is, like, you can find bands on TikTok. Like, years ago, how did you find a band? It was not that easy. And now you can use that as a tool to really get your music out there and not depend on anybody except yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been in the industry since 2008, and back then it was MySpace. So
Yeah.
we saw the whole progression from the uprising of YouTube to the TikTok sensationalism, and then we were doing live streaming on Twitch, so we're kind of all over the place.
I love that. And here's what the picture I was going to pull up.
Oh, shit, that's crazy.
That Ferris wheel right there.
It's striking the actual Ferris wheel.
Yeah, that was last weekend. Danny Wimmer had another festival here, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Right?
That's a great picture.
There, we can put it in the video, too.
Did you take that picture?
No.
Okay.
The festival is called Bourbon and Beyond, so it was on their Instagram.
Oh, okay.
But I heard it.
Yeah.
Like, I was out there, and I heard it. I'm like, what was that?
Yeah.
You never know what... I live in Florida, so I just got a notification I might go home to a hurricane. So who knows? But it is toasty out there because I'm from Florida, and this is hot. Like, I'm ready to go home to cool off.
We're originally from Phoenix, Arizona, so to be honest, it's actually quite mild. But when you're out there all day, it is definitely brutal.
And when you're performing.
100%.
I would say performing's worse because you get soaking wet because of the humidity.
Yeah.
In Arizona, sure, you'll sweat, but it's like a gross hot here, and it's
Right.
like a deadly hot there. So it's like, pick your poison.
Exactly.
In Florida, that's like maybe the worst of all of it.
Right? Like, I remember Warped Tour, they used to do the last show in West Palm Beach in August. I'm like, are you insane?
Dude, same Phoenix. It would be July. It would be July. What? On black top asphalt? Like,
Right?
not even on grass? It was the worst.
But it's part of the game, right?
Yeah.
But when you go up on stage, though, like at first maybe, but then you get in the zone, right? And then afterwards you die.
Yeah, no, 100%.
No, 0%. I die fucking in the middle of those shows. We were just in Europe, and they had no AC in this particular venue. I don't even remember what it was called, and it was we had to cut like 6 songs. We couldn't finish.
Really?
It was that hot and humid and just deathly. And once you get like hundreds of bodies in there too, I don't know how that is even legal. It was bad. No, we still have a great time. Those are like, they feel like punk shows, but as we get bigger and more people get in, it gets more dangerous, like literally.
There's bands where, especially like the drummer will like pass out of heat stroke during the middle of the set.
Yeah, no, I mean, at that show in particular, I had to get my shoes off because it was hard to stay conscious at a certain point.
I hear you. But you guys are pretty badass. How would you describe your music without using a genre to the listeners that may have never heard you?
Okay, well, we just like to rockify things. So we started off as kind of when we were younger, I think a lot of bands go through this when they're young. They kind of go through the, like, pop rock kind of phase, and then as your tastes evolve and you become a better musician. Our band has always been really democratized by our fans. And we would live stream or do videos, and they would be like, you should try screaming, Brad. And so I started screaming, and now Addie's fucking screaming. So now we're kind of going through a metalcore phase, if you will. So, I mean, right now, I know you said don't use a genre. Our
You can
fans,
use it.
I mean, we're at a metal festival. What the hell, right?
Right.
But we've been doing it for so long. We've scratched a little bit of every genre for the most part. But we always try to do, like, a rockify flair, whether
I
it's
like
a
how you
cover...
put it.
Or even like our originals, we might start off writing it and it's not rock yet.
Right.
And then we just kind of like, okay, our formula is just try to rockify it a little bit, Haloceneify it.
I love that. That's a perfect term, rockify it.
Yeah.
Okay? And yeah, I mean, the reason I say no genre is because I hate how artists are boxed in.
Yes, 100%.
Especially nowadays, it's like, there's like, okay, you're post metal core pop
No.
punk.
When
blah,
you're
blah,
doing
blah.
like the metadata, because we do our own distro and everything, like, where you don't have a label, we've been doing it all ourselves. You got to choose all those subgenres, and each song is different. Like, well, this one's not metal anymore,
Right.
And you're right. Like, you got to choose. What do you go with? And if God forbid you make the wrong fucking answer, I don't know where that metadata goes or how it affects the algorithms these days.
Right, exactly. And a lot of times, I'll have bands like make up their own genre name during the interview because it's pretty much what it comes down to. There's so many micro genres that one band could fit into each of them.
So some fan, it wasn't a fan, actually, it was a hater that left a comment and called us Barbie metal, and I thought that was fucking awesome.
I feel like
so
I
funny.
feel like if someone's gonna own Barbie metal, it would be like Scene Queen or something though. But
she's bimbo core.
I hear all of them. There's this one band, they're really good that I've interviewed. I can't remember the name right now. But they are beautycore.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing though. It's like I don't know.
as long as I'm in the band, we'll never be that. I bring the handicap down or up too high.
Nah, but I mean, yeah, we don't really subscribe to one label either because even if you're on our live stream, like we'll go from singing the heaviest song to like country, like
love
out of
it.
nowhere. So
Because you're an artist. You should just express yourself. You shouldn't be like, well, I have to do this kind of music. Let's do whatever you feel.
I also think it makes you a better artist when you take from other genres.
No, that's a good point. So
Yeah.
as we're coming up and we finally were able to leave our jobs, well, we had like alter egos and we'd do weddings and casinos, and those you're playing top 40 shit we
Right.
never want to play. But you kind of start to appreciate other genres, and it really does make you a better musician.
Oh,
Sure.
I think that wholeheartedly because, to your point, when you were talking about punk, okay, most punk bands, the old school ones, the whole idea of punk is they didn't know how to play their instruments.
Yeah.
So then as they played more, they learned it along the way. So then you evolve and expand how your music is.
I would say that's very true for us. Like we started in like pop punk kind of genre, but as time has gone on, we've kind of collected things here and there. We went through kind of like a one of Bradley's biggest influences is Hans Zimmer, so we almost had like I wouldn't say symphonic metal.
No, okay, I changed my answer now.
Yeah, I agree.
In my brain, and it's not for the same, it's like I always think if Hans Zimmer was in a rock or a metal band, that's what I want us to sound like. Whether we hit that mark or not, I can't tell you, but yeah. And then Addie's got a slew of inspirations. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all over the board.
So what are your top 5 inspirations? then?
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, like if we're talking childhood, I'm going to have to go, well, Avril Lavigne, because that was my obsession as a child. My Chemical Romance, Motley Crue, and Britney Spears. What's my last one?
Anything modern? Anybody now?
Modern nowadays, I would say like Sleep Token, Bad Omens, Spirit Box, I Prevail. Yeah.
So, Spirit Box, I am in fascination when I see her sing and
Yeah.
watch the technique of her mouth.
Yes.
Like, it's exactly like my hand is showing.
Yeah,
It's like-
she's scary.
And then it goes like this, and I'm
Yeah.
like, she is badass.
She's
like,
killer.
Because I'm watching it, I'm like, the way she just opens her mouth and
Yeah.
you can tell she's using the proper technique. Because I
Yeah.
used to sing thrash metal, but we didn't have technique
Right.
back then. So you just fuck up your voice and you fuck up your throat.
That's my approach.
And you're done.
Technique, education, academia, actual how do you do it, opera, and just fucking go for it.
right?
But yeah, I had the honor of interviewing her like very early on when they were first blowing up after they released Circle with me. I was doing an interview with her because I teamed up with Sennheiser and we had a show called The Pulse for a little while and I was interviewing artists and everything. It was during COVID, so she was like just chatting it up with me and she was still working her day job and we talked about just like being a chick in a band and like
Right.
it was cool. It was really cool.
That's way cool. Now take a look at your mic. You can't see it?
Oh, it's a Sennheiser mic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see? So you're
It's
representing.
covered with the thing.
looking at the logos,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm like
like-
looking at the logos.
Yeah,
Escape room or something.
you're representing
yeah,
right there.
absolutely. We have to.
So it's funny you should say that.
Yeah, we're big fans of Sennheiser. Like, they have supported us since we were babies. Like,
Nice.
I shout out to Tim at Sennheiser. We had maybe, I don't know, hardly any of a following whatsoever. And they asked us to come play an acoustic set at NAMM one year. And then they have supported us and helped us
I love that.
with gear and support. When it comes to that kind of stuff, like freebies is not important. What you learn, it's support when gear fails or you need replacements or this or that or help setting up for a bigger tour. Especially as an independent artist, when you can't hire your own backline stage manager, you are the fucking, I'm wearing the hats, you know, it's me. And so I could literally call them on speed dial, so to speak. And they helped us out. So I did not to go off the rails, but they have been amazing.
No, I love hearing that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, that you want to hear things for artists because there's not a lot of support nowadays.
Yeah.
And so when you hear a company supporting you, I love that.
Yeah, I think it is like so massive in what they do because we are completely independent. So having that support is just like incredible. Yeah.
And what's cool is you mentioned MyChem, so now we have to talk about Danny Wimmer and talk directly to him.
Yes.
So that you can play all those festivals next year after yesterday's announcement.
Fun fact, one year they dropped off or couldn't make a show at Arizona, and our band filled in. It was Blink-182, Jimmy Eat World, and My Chemical Romance. And our Nothing band was able to fill in for My Chemical Romance.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Maybe you could do that
So,
next
Mike Kim,
year.
if you're listening, well, I mean, technically, I mean, you need direct support.
Yep. We saved you that one time, right?
We already terribly filled your shoes that one date in Phoenix.
Yes.
And I thought it was pretty wild, too, that you said Motley Crue.
Yeah.
'Cause I used to go see them before they even had an album.
No.
And it's so funny, too, because that was the first club show I ever went to in my life. Like, before that, it was just regular concerts. And they were like horror punk. They weren't glam yet.
Yeah, I know.
And I just remember my jaw was dropping. I'm like, I'm never going to a real concert ever again.
Yeah,
It was like the most amazing experience.
Yes. I mean, like, I grew up on that kind of music. My dad is a guitarist and would be playing that all the time. My mom and I would be headbanging to all the, like, hair metal bands and everything. So, yeah, they're a hilariously big part of my influence as an artist.
Well, it's funny, too, because, like, I go to the Rainbow now in LA, and I look, and I'm like, how did I get in there when I was like 13 years old?
Yeah, no kidding.
I was walking in with Motley Crue.
Yeah.
That's how, you know? Or like, I used to hang out with Mick Mars at the mall.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You know,
that's dope.
Just be a mall rat with Motley Crue.
Yeah.
So it was cool you said that because you kind of spanned everywhere, and I love that. That makes you a well-rounded artist, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. We were talking about Scene Queen a minute ago. Yeah. She commented on one of my videos recently and said, I think you've unlocked every way to have a voice at this point. And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of been my goal. Is like, I don't want to just sing one particular way. I want to be able to do a little bit of everything. And like, I just got off a tour with the Rock Orchestra, so I was doing like orchestral singing and like opera. So I'm really like, I love doing all different kinds of stuff and not sticking to like one thing.
So now what you need to do today is you got to go up to I Prevail and you got to tell them.
That's hilarious. Literally,
you need to sing it.
This just fucking happened. I swear to God. So we're in catering right now, and we're getting coffee next to Eric. And I was like, hey, I just want to say the record's great or whatever. And we introduced, chatted for a little bit, and then Addie introduced herself, and he goes, oh, yeah, you covered our song. She literally just did a cover of Violent Nature. And the fact that you recognize her,
that was cool.
Yeah.
Now you should have told them, like, hey, if you want me to sing Blank Spaces for you, I will.
If the invite's there, of course. But yeah, try to be more peers. It's hard sometimes because you're like, you just want to say, dude, what you guys have done has been great, and then let them on with their day. You don't want to be fangirl out or whatever, even if you are on the inside. But super nice guys, very sweet guys.
We just really appreciate what they do. Like, they're massive within the industry.
And they've come from a similar place, believe it or not, as us, right? They did a YouTube video cover, which our band has done, probably around the same time. Theirs just fucking really popped off, man. And so it's really fascinating, and it sounds weird because they're bigger than me, but I'm proud to see their trajectory because they're like of the same cloth. Even though
Yeah.
they are massive now, they just did it and had it, and it's awesome. So
Well, now you're going to be massive.
Well, we hope so.
Right after, right after Louder Than Life. And then you'll be on all the DWP festivals next year with my chem. And
That would be an honor. That would be an honor.
it's just really cool to have you here. You guys rock.
Thank you.
Tell everybody real quick how to reach out to you on socials, on the web, buy your merch. They can't listen to my show unless they buy your merch.
Yeah, that's really sweet. Yeah, we're Halocene on all social media platforms. We're heavy on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, all the places.
Spell it.
Halocene, baby.
I like how you spelled it, too, with the baby at the end.
That's the important part.
Well,
Can't find Halocene baby anywhere.
I know somebody's going to do that. You know
Someone is going to do that, yeah.
Well, you guys rock. Thanks
Thank
for being
you.
on the Adventures of Pipe Man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.